Welcome back to the channel. The video before this should be a drifting video from the Smokies or whatever. If I get them out of order, it's not going to be that, but that's supposed to be. So what we got is we're under the IS-300. What ended up happening is in the video, Dominic actually ran into Angel, my son in the red IS-300, ran into Angel Mendez in the white 350Z, and if you've seen that video, I'll try to post it right here somewhere if I forget, sorry. But what happened is, I think Angel let off a little bit the same time Dominic was surging, and it looks like Dominic just charged him and hit him wide open, but I think Dominic was trying to gain that proximity on him, and Angel was maybe coming off the throttle a little bit, and I think just that combination, I don't want to say it's anybody's fault. If it is, I'm sure, you know, people could say one way or the other. I don't want to, because they're both driving. It could have happened either way. It is what it is. We're not mad. We actually, you know, feel bad for Angel. His car got kind of cracked up in the quarter panel, and Dominic was complaining his steering was feeling kind of funky. And so I was going through the car a little bit, and I think I may have found something. So let's see if, I don't know if this is exactly what's going on, but if I can get the light around here. See, I'm not sure, I haven't taken it off yet, but I want to take that kit off, and if you can see right there, there's a crack or something. It's possible that that actual angle kit is broken. If that's the case, that's why the wheel's moving around. So what that actually is the angle kit. It looks like it is, because it looks like this piece is higher. So I think that's actually cracked, and that is split open. So so that we got that, and so they both wanted to continue drifting. So you know how drift guys are. They're both competitive as crap, and Angel's he's feeling good about it. He's getting confident, and Dominic's getting confident, and those guys are growing together as drivers, and so they're getting more comfortable with each other, and they're pushing, both of them are pushing their limits. Those guys have come a long way in just a short amount of time, where I actually kind of pulled Angel away, you know, over to the side, and I was like, hey man, don't be afraid to run into our car because you're holding back. The way I see it is, I mean, obviously there's going to be people who have nicer cars and do not want you close to them. They're just not going to be okay with it. I'm confident that Angel is a good enough driver that he's not going to hit you on purpose, and that if he did bump into you, it's going to be because, you know, it's just the nature of the beast. You're drifting, that's going to happen. You have to accept that. That's going to happen. If you've got a nice car out there and you're drifting, especially entry level, when I say entry level, you know, you're not on a pro circuit, you're not going to competitions, you're not a licensed, you know, don't have any kind of professional license to do this. Grassroots kind of thing, that's what I'm saying, entry level. There's good guys. I mean, these guys, some should be pros. But again, I'm calling them entry level because they're not, you know, on a circuit. They're not somebody that you've probably seen on, you know, on TV or something. But they're good, and some of them you might see their YouTube channels, and they're really good. But with that being said, I think all these guys at that level, at some point, expect that to happen. Nobody wants it to. So you pick your drivers you're comfortable driving with, and it's hard to, you know, drive with other people with different driving styles, and some people do get comfortable with, you know, a certain amount of people, and then they change it up, and then the next thing you know, they're driving with guys that they're not used to. They drive a little different than what the other drivers that they are actually used to, and sometimes they do bump into each other. But Dominic and Angel, both are at that level where they need to start testing themselves and pushing to get to that next level versus, you know, comfortable just making it around the track with another car on it. So you can see a lot of space between. They're both good enough to get around the track, so if they're not pushing those limits, yeah, they're gaining experience, but they're not going to that edge of, you know, just being extreme. So I think those guys, to grow from where they are and to really, you know, grow as a driver, I think they're gonna, you know, have to push a little, you know, closer on these tracks. And so I challenged Angel to push his car, and that was when we were at Nyota, to get as close as he possibly can. I mean, I told him, if you run into us, this IS300, we got it fair priced. I mean, it's beat all to pieces. Inevitably, we may end up driving something else and backing up and doing a bunch of repairs to this car. We may put Dominic in something for a while and kind of, you know, revisit this whole car at some point. But so right now we accept whatever happens to this car happens to this car. So I told Angel to push the limits on this thing. So those guys started driving harder together. And I've seen a lot of growth in both those drivers. Very, very good, you know, leaps and bounds of growth just in short spans of drifting, both those drivers. And so I feel like this was inevitable to happen. I hate it that we hit him first. I'd rather him hit us and then whatever, but I want him to know it's okay that if he did hit our car now. I mean, because those guys need to stay together for a little bit and really, really test each other as drivers to gain that ground. And we don't have a $100,000 drift car out here, you know, and that's the nature of the beast. So at this level, drive your car, give 110%. I don't want you, you know, as another driver, if you have the ability now, if you come out there and you don't know or can't drive, or, you know, as bad as I am, and you go in and you just, you know, cram the side of somebody's car, they're going to be mad because you shouldn't have been out there driving. You don't have enough experience. So I think these two guys, you know, are really at that level where they need to start pushing. So we'll be okay if he hits our car. I mean, obviously we don't want him to run out there and just smash into the side of it. Oh man, sorry about that. I don't think he would do that, but we accept that, you know, he's going to give 110%, and it's possible that it can happen. So I don't think he's mad or anything. I hate it for him. Sorry, Angel, if you're watching this video, sorry, man. But, you know, as a driver, both of you guys are growing, so yeah, it was going to happen. But we broke a angle kit too, so we may not be able to drive like that this week until we get another angle kit on it. So we're going to have to take that off. With that being said, we're going to have to change the clutch on the IS300. The bigger track, less horsepower. He started having a clutch kick a bunch, and same reason the last time he was trying to, you know, go a higher gear. Like at Nyota, he was trying to get into second gear and he burnt the clutch out eventually. And in this track, we're trying to run second or third gear I think it was, and running the 18s with a taller tire. It doesn't have as much torque as what it does with a low profile 17. And so we're now replacing the clutch. We've been to a lot of tracks, we've earned a lot of track time and done a lot of driving. One of those things, time to change the clutch. So I'm gonna get it out, get it apart, dig through what we have here. If we have a lightweight flywheel that'll fit this car, we're gonna put it in. If we have a clutch to match, we're gonna put it in. If we don't, we're gonna go back stock AutoZone clutch, get it back on the track and get it running. Get it back on the road. So that's where we're at, putting another clutch in the IS300, pulling the angle kit, putting back stock angle for now, until we get another kit back on it, because that one's broke. So, all right, here we go. All right, so I'm about to pull the clutch and stuff off. Didn't take long, probably about an hour or so to get that transmission out. So, kind of get an idea of how that clutch ended up. Again, it's the AutoZone clutch. Nothing special. This AutoZone lifetime warranty. So there's no material left on this side. There's a little on the other side. Probably need to resurface that jewel. If I was a betting man. Pulled one of the dowels out. Kind of see what we got here. You can see all this stuff here. I'll get you closer, maybe we get some more light on it. So, all this stuff. So yeah, we're probably going to take the flywheel off and have it resurfaced. But that's what we got. Alright, here we go. Alright, on the pressure plate you can see the hot spots. See where it's real skin up. And on the flywheel, or the clutch itself, I mean, there's no material left on this side. Nothing. And you can see there's a little bit left on this side. This side, not so much. RIP AutoZone stock clutch and pressure plate. So, alright, here we go. That's my boy.
Yeah.
I think the other one was better.
Yeah, it was.
But, yeah.
There's a little more rubber on that one.
He's enjoying it.
I'm feeling high.